Hey, Rider Crew. How's everybody doing today? I hope the world is stress free for you right now and life is perfect and you're doing great. Hey, welcome to my channel, Southern Boys Ride, where we talk everything motorcycles, motorcycle life, motorcycle culture. Don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Now let's ride. Good. Hey, here's a topic that I was pondering to talk about. Music on your motorcycle. Is it dangerous? Well, what made me think about this is I love to ride my motorcycle blaring my music. Now, when I'm filming, music is off. And sometimes I like to ride the bike and listen to the bike and hear how it sounds. So I know if something mechanical is not right. So sometimes you gotta, listen to your bike. But as far as music, I love listening to my music. My bike had a windshield on it, and I traded the windshield in, and I got a batwing fairing, and so I could, put speakers and a radio and all that stuff on there, so I could listen to music. So I love that music. But now, to some of you guys out there that don't have a batwing fairing, that have a windshield, or just have a batwing fairing that does not have radio, speakers, and none of that, that wear earbuds. That is the main question I'm want to address. Is wearing earbuds dangerous riding a motorcycle? I'm asking you guys that do wear earbuds, leave it in the comments and let me know, because we're fixing to talk here a little bit about that. Here's my concerns about wearing earbuds on your motorcycle. You got your earbuds in and you got a full helmet. And it's according to how loud you got your earbuds, but can you hear anything around you? Well, my thing is, I know I ride with a fairing with my speakers, my music blaring, but I'm still able to hear screeching tires. I'm able to hear horns blowing, just all kinds of things around me I can still hear, even though my music is playing. But now I'm wondering if I got my full helmet, my full face helmet and everything on, and I got earbuds in, am I still able to hear things around me that's going on? Is it dangerous to ride with earbuds in your ear riding a motorcycle? Like I said just a second ago, you guys that do ride a motorcycle with earbuds in with a full helmet, leave it in the comments and let me know, or let everybody else know. Or if you got a problem with music altogether on a motorcycle. Some people don't care to hear music on their motorcycle. All they want is just the open air, wind blowing in their face, the sound of that motorcycle going down the road, and that's fine. A lot of people like that. Some people don't. I am one that likes to play my music loud, but can it be dangerous? And can it be distracting? Because, sometimes I get caught up in a song that I really, really like, and, it may pull my attention away from what I'm supposed to be doing, getting caught up into the music. That's what concerns me sometimes about it. I know a lot of you guys wear the cardos or whatever, the things that go on your helmet, and you got your speakers and stuff inside the helmet that you're listening to. Now, I don't know about the speakers inside the helmet. I've never had a helmet with speakers inside. I don't know how that works. If you got one of those helmets with the speakers on the inside that you can listen to music, maybe with the helmet, I think it might be a little bit different than having earbuds in your ear. I'm not sure. But now, if you're one that has a helmet like that has speakers on the inside, let us know if that's distracting enough that, it may be dangerous. Because we all know, once you jump on a motorcycle, regardless of whether you listen to music or not listening to music, it's dangerous in the first place. And yeah, I know we want to compare it to riding in a car with your music blaring. If you get in an accident, of course, you can get in an accident on either one, and you can get killed in either one. But a car, like a lot of us bikers like to say, you're riding in your cage, then you're more protected than we are on a motorcycle. So, and I know there's cars out there that once you let that window up, it is absolutely silent on the inside of that car, and you can't hear, it shuts all the outside out. But still, you are protected by that cage. You got a seatbelt on, all that good stuff, airbags, and everything riding the car. But, that's a car. It's not a motorcycle. And, back to my question again. Earbuds, safe or not safe? We're going to continue this conversation when I get back on the bike. But I just wanted to sit down here just a second and talk to you guys. But we're going to get back on the motorcycle and finish this conversation up. So you guys hold tight, and we will be back at you in just a sec. All right, guys. We are back on the bike, and we're going to finish our conversation about music on motorcycles. Now, as you guys can see, I got my back wing fairing, got my music. Matter of fact, I got the music off right now. Really never turn it on when I'm vlogging, filming, whatever you want to, call it. But I hope you guys join us down in the conversation or leave some comments. And so I think it's a pretty good topic to talk about the dangers of music on the motorcycle and all the distractions. Now, coming from old school riding back in the day, the bikes that we used to ride back then didn't have none of that stuff on there back from what I can remember when I was younger. No more than analog speedometer, maybe a little digital. But as far as music, GPS, cruise control, all that stuff on there, we didn't have none of that stuff to be so distracted. But let me toss this in here, because I know I'm going to get off subject just a little bit before we talk about that. But let me ask you guys that ride the newer bikes, you got that big old infotainment center there with the touch screen. You got all the buttons on the side for your cruise control, your temps, all that stuff. You got it on the left side. You got a lot of stuff on the handlebars and a lot of stuff to look at. And we all know it doesn't take but a second or two to take your eyes off the road and you're into something, or you're in the back of a car, truck, or you're in a ditch, or you're running off the road. And you're just not going to snatch a motorcycle back on the road without some kind of consequences. That's for sure. But yeah, you got all the ride modes now on the bike. And I've watched a lot of videos, some of you guys riding, and also you got your phones. Some guys are dilly-dallying with their phones, and some of us are messing with our cameras, turning them on and off and all that. Yeah, we kind of put ourselves in a little bit of harm's way by doing so much. But now, some people are better at multitasking than others. Real good at multitasking. You keep your eyes on the road and you're boop, 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 hitting your buttons, doing whatever you're doing. So then some of you may have your music on your phones, to go to your headsets. So you got to get that music from somewhere. So how distracting is it when, you're changing stuff on your phone here, doing this here, trying to find, a different station. If you're listening to the radio, or if you're wanting to find a different music setting, if you got music settings on your phone or different channels, you're messing with that. So not only is the hearing aspect a problem, but it's also that distraction of presetting everything, trying to find your channels. You know, now my bike is not that complicated. I got my on my radio, I got a little SD card, or whatever you want to call it, with all my music on there, and I got my little button here. So it's really pretty simple on mine, because I got an old style bike. It doesn't have all the toys on it, which something I will be upgrading to, so I'll be, you know, learning that. But I want you guys, you know, tell me in the comments about, you know, playing music. What other things that, besides the music, do you find distracting on the newer motorcycles now that may put you in harm's way? And also, the style of helmet that you wear. You know, you heard me mention earlier that some helmets got speakers on the inside of them. I don't have that style helmet, never worn it, so I can't really say it's good or bad. It might be great. Some of you guys got the Cardos. Leave it down in the comments and tell me how safe it is, or is it distracting for you guys? Or have you gotten so used to it that it comes second nature? You know? And I will say this, if you are brand new to riding a motorcycle, you've never ridden a motorcycle before, that probably is another big decision maker too of purchasing a motorcycle. Once you know, go through the training classes, you've learned how to ride, how much confidence are you in your motorcycle purchase, especially if you go out and buy a brand new or used or whatever, and it's got the cruise control, the you know, the big nice navigation system on here, music, all that stuff on there. How confident are you about messing with all that stuff while you're riding? And I will say this, normally people that think they are 100% on everything are the people that get in the most accidents, because they tend to say, I know it, I got it, I've done it so much, it's like second nature to me. And I think the reason why those people might get in accidents is because they're not cautious anymore. It's just like a swimmer, a guy or a person or a lady or whatever that's a great swimmer are the ones that usually drown because they have no fear. And fear is something that we all need to keep in our pocket when we think about things. I don't care how much you've done things, you need to have that fear maybe in the front of your mind or back of your mind, according to what you're doing. But that fear will save you because it makes you think. You know, you see me, y'all can't see me pointing to me because I don't have my other camera on. But anyway, fear. But I hope this is a good topic, and I hope it makes somebody think about wearing earbuds, blasting your music, or however you do it. But anyway, I appreciate you guys stopping by the channel. I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate all of you guys that subscribe to the channel. And hey, y'all have a very beautiful, blessed day. And like always, please like, comment, and subscribe. And peace, guys.